One must really understand the law of attraction in order to use it to their will. It doesn't do anyone any good to be aware of something if they cannot really understand it. Then understanding must be used as wisdom. This is what creates the change. There are many laws of the universe, and here I will be going over the laws which comprise the law of attraction, so you too can understand and use it to attract and to create. The universal laws are not some esoteric mumbo-jumbo. These laws are scientifically proven to show how the universe acts and behaves. And why is this important? Well, because you are the universe. You are an extension of it. It is not outside of you. You are it and it is you. Every cell within you is a universal microcosm of the macrocosm. You are a small part of the infinite whole, a representation of the bigger picture. In fact, you are made of the same elements of the cosmos. The law of mentalism states that the universe is mental. It is one big thought that split itself off into fragments to experience itself. It is all one interconnected entity that simply expresses itself in all things, including you. You are the mental nature of the universe, a child of the cosmos. You are the thought which was created to grow from and within. So is everyone else. Individuality is simply a means of learning and teaching to eventually ascend back into the state of oneness from which we have been a part of and not without. The more we see ourselves as separate, the longer it will take for us to return back into this natural state. The original thought. Our thoughts are the seeds in which our reality is planted, such as this original thought. Which thoughts would you like to generate? Which will create your reality? The law of correspondence is represented by the famous saying, as above, so below. As within, so without, meaning whatever you experience, there is an equal and opposite expression of that thing. If you are experiencing an extreme low, there is an extreme high which matches it on the other side. The tree is an incredible example, as the tree branches we see above the ground also mirror the network of the roots within the ground. For everything physical, there is also non-physical. And how is this so? Because they are all the same thing. It is a sliding scale, and I'll cover this more when I reach the Law of Polarity. Whatever is going on in your external world is actually a representation of what is happening internally. A projection of anger toward another is actually a representation of anger with the self. A judgment of something doesn't have anything to do with what you are judging, but everything to do with how you choose to see it and what is happening within you. So to create the outer world you want to see, you must choose to see and shift the inner world first. Now, the law of vibration states that everything is energy and everything moves. There is energy all around us and within us that is constantly shifting and manipulating. We are the directors of that manipulation. Sometimes we are so unaware that we are manipulating and molding energy that we create the things that we don't want. But if we were aware that we are constantly creating from this energy, we would actively direct that energy into what we desire instead of what we don't. Everything from your furniture, your car, your body, and every single other thing in existence is a vibration, a frequency band which it exists on to become the manifestation of the thing. These vibrations move at different speeds. Well, we are also emitting a vibration or frequency from our thoughts and our feelings. Everything must be a thought before it can become a physical thing. Our vibration is what attracts experiences to us. Yes, we attract all experiences which are for our growth. And now it may not seem like that, always is the way, but it is easy to fall into victimization mode when the negative experiences are happening. However, the negative experience is just creating a contrasting moment for you to learn more about yourself through and master your energy. This is all happening for us and not to us. So ask yourself, what vibration are you emitting? And is it the same vibration of the things and feelings that you want to attract? Here I return back to the law of polarity. Nothing is this or that. Everything is this and that. If we keep separating the two sides of the coin, we will not see that it is all part of the entire coin. Both the top and the bottom make up the coin, which creates the energy for what we seek. If we just have the top half of the coin, then our money would be rejected. There is no light or dark. There is light and dark. The light within us could never have been found without us first knowing our dark, for they are the same thing. Polarity on a sliding scale which makes up the whole. The question is, where do you want to be on that sliding scale? And that is up to you. There is no hot or cold, for there is no defining factor which says something is hot or cold to the entire population of the world. Hot to me is not hot to you or another person. It is all based on perspective. All truths are but half-truths. All things carry duality. It is what creates the balance. It is what creates the charge or output of the energy. Every man and woman isn't masculine or feminine. They are both masculine and feminine. Because we have a man or woman body does not mean we are only masculine or feminine. We are both things. We are just on the sliding scale at different points of reference. So to see oneself as either this or that creates the imbalance of seeing the coin for its whole. The energy cannot be used efficiently this way. The law of rhythm shows us that everything moves in cycles, that there is an ebb and a flow to all things in the universe. Once you experience an ebb, you know that there will always be a flow coming. Think of the ocean waves crashing in and pulling out. This is a natural rhythm that we can experience. Another example would be the moon cycles. We always know that there will be a full moon, right? And that it will slowly wane until the new moon and then build back up again to a full moon. This is a cycle or rhythm of our universe. Another easy way to see how this works is how we see the change of our seasons. It works with a rhythm, and we always know when it will change into a new season. But what does it do? It always returns back into the cycle, and the cycle's repeated. And this is the rhythm of the universe. A good way to implement this is to remember the saying that this too shall pass. But this goes for all things. The lows you might be experiencing in your life will always pass, and the highs that you receive will too pass. Staying in a place of appreciation for both experiences will allow you to stay in flow of the rhythm. The rise and fall is inevitable, and this pendulum allows us the gift of learning, understanding, and appreciating. When it comes to the law of cause and effect, you can most associate this concept with the idea of karma. Now, I want to say that karma is not a negative thing. In fact, it should never be looked at as a negative, for it will just perpetuate more negative and dense karma. For every action, there is a reaction. For every cause, there is an effect. For every choice that you make, there will be a response. So whatever action you choose, it should be for the things that you desire and that you are working toward. For if you take a positive action, that cause will create an effect within your favor. And on the opposite side of the coin, you should choose the things, should you choose the things that are not of your best intention or alignment, you will also receive the effects of what needs to be learned from the experience. Sometimes this is immediate, and sometimes it takes more time. There is always balance. If you look at karma as a negative experience, then you are doomed to be a victim to your own creation. If you can take responsibility, then you will forever be the master of your reality. The seventh and final law of the universe I will go over is the law of gender. I previously touched on the masculine and feminine polarities in the universe. Now, the universe is run on masculine and feminine energy to create the charge. You cannot have one without the other, for one balances out the other. It is easy for us to associate masculine and feminine with man and woman, but it is so much bigger than that. We needed man and woman in order to create the balance, but man and woman carry both masculine and feminine energy within the self. The masculine side of things always wants to take charge, dismantle, analyze, create action, whereas the feminine is soft, compassionate, willing to feel the deep emotions. Now, I am not saying that women are simply soft and men are rigid and forceful. I'm simply saying that these energetic traits work with different approaches and mechanisms. The masculine and feminine energies are what inspire the creation. A clear representation of this is father, mother, child. Another way to look at this is by looking at a battery. The positive side represents the masculine, and the negative side represents the feminine. They must be used together in order to create the electrical output and the charge. One cannot be used without the other. For those to see themselves as either masculine or feminine are still seeing themselves as separate from the all. For the all is both masculine and feminine. In order to create the desired outcome you wish to see, you must integrate both the masculine and the feminine as one expression. Seeing the true self is sometimes the most difficult task, as we have built our ego to create an identity of who we think we are. But as cause and effect states, with every step you take towards balancing out your masculine and feminine, the closer you come into the flow of what is waiting for you, into your true alignment. Now, understanding these laws of the universe will allow you to manipulate the energy in the direction of what you want to make or see become your reality. We have spent so many years not living by this truth, and it may take a little time to master, but it can be done if you so choose. For everything that you place your focus upon, the energy will gain momentum and grow. It is important that you ask yourself, where do you want to direct your energy? What do you want to grow? If you would like to read more information about these 7 laws or principles of the universe, also known as the 7 Hermetic Principles, you can check out the Kybalion by Hermes Trismegistus. It is my belief that these 7 laws of the universe will absolutely change your life if you can begin to integrate them into your daily routine. I hope this was an accessible understanding of how you can use the law of attraction to create your own reality.